Welcome back. This is the judgiest place on the internet. My name's Josh.
My name is Rick.
And my name is Christian.
And we are the
Judgies.
Back, and I got congestioner than ever.
Yep.
Can I say that?
I'm just glad it's not me because the people hate it when it's me.
Are you people? No one's ever complained about that.
Yeah, they have.
I've complained about it because,
Yes.
Oh, you're people.
well, you do have a tendency to sniffle and cough into the mic, which is natural. It's
Yeah.
beautiful. It's natural.
I try to turn away, but I have received complaints, and
Yeah.
it's understandable.
Well, the complaints may come from editing. Like, sometimes, hey, I edit it and I'm like, I'm going to get all of them out. And other times I'm like, fuck that.
I can tell you right now, unless it is like a perfectly silent moment except for the sniffle, I ain't even attempting it.
Well, and that's where our issues arise, really. And here's where my tissues are nearby.
But not nearby enough, honestly.
No, I'm okay. I'm dried up from allergy medication at the moment. So this is my flu game.
Oh my God, Josh is having a flu game.
I am not strong. So I'm
Okay.
going to try to bow out a lot.
Okay.
This is going to
Hey.
be the least Josh. I'm all right. I've been hydrating.
Okay.
Well, then I'm going to open this and drink it, and I can't share it now.
Show me your piss right now.
Well,
It looks like that.
I don't think you've been hydrating.
then you're
brother.
not hydrating.
If it's fully clear, that's bad too.
Yeah. I want it to look like a half apple juice, half water.
Interesting. Dark. Like brown.
Well, that's why I'm
I want
saying
more
half
yellow.
water. Oh, how highlighter yellow is your piss? I would say mine's closer to an apple juice spectrum than
My piss
yellow.
is so highlighter yellow.
How highlighter yellow is it?
Some people mistake it for a song by Imagine Dragons.
And editor?
Editor, please. That
Radioactive.
does not sound like me.
That's you.
I know it is.
Cut the shit. P.O. Box 58,
Yeah,
Ottawa,
Ottawa,
Illinois,
Illinois.
61350. This one was addressed to Ricky, but I'm going to read it.
That's fucking
Hello,
rude.
Judgies.
That's a felony, actually.
Fuck.
So,
You read it before, and you gave me consent to do this. Hello, Judgies.
hello.
If I get downed for a felony on the same week as our Lord and Savior, Donald John Trump,
Why would you ever say Lord and Savior?
as a
Well,
bit.
he is.
Okay, he's not.
God Emperor. Lord willing.
When this episode comes out, we'll need to say Lord and Savior. It's going to be a whole legal thing. I love your podcast. It's become my go-to whenever I illustrate, cook dinner, do chores, etc. I recently moved to the U.S. from the UK.
Oh,
British.
Wow.
Your videos helped me immensely during this process. I'm a very anxious person. I've never lived outside the UK before. You guys always make me piss myself and brighten
Okay.
my day.
What color are we working with?
So, send in a picture of your piss. Let's see what color we're working with.
No,
Don't
do not
actually.
do that.
No.
I wanted to show my appreciation with this custom card, which I quote all the time. Hugs and pisses, Francesca. You can say my name. P.S. I listened to an episode from 2 years ago, and your AB Sheesh book idea is so funny. Please hit me up if you ever make it and need an illustrator.
Oh, shit.
And then they tag at Francesca _Luisi, Luisi _ illustrates, or etsy.com/shop/Francesca Luisi design. And this is the design of the card. It says, for all the audio listeners, no, what the hell? Oh my God, no way. Yeah.
Look at that cat.
And it's a cat with a
Oh.
cowboy
It's a
hat
very
and mustache.
chunky cat.
Paw. And they did this? I love this.
That's incredible. I also love it.
And I did open this because, Erica, if you look to your left, there's a whole ass box for you to open.
Everybody look to your left.
To the
Boxes
left,
on
to
the left.
Everybody look
What, how does
To
it-
the left, to the left. Everything you own in the box to the
Are you
left.
kicking us out? Fuck.
But we should say, too, this is the first episode of season 5, folks.
Oh, fuck.
Season 5.
You'll love to hear it, see it. New intro. So if you're a listener only, go ahead and look at the new intro that we put together. It's all moments from season 4.
It absolutely rocked. I saw and I pre-approved.
You can still get pregnant from pre-approval. At the very, very tippy top, it says you can use our names. Smiley face. Love that. Hi, Judgies.
Hello.
Hello. Not sure if you read our email submission by the time that you get this, but my boyfriend Mike and I submitted the story of him making me laugh so hard I peed myself about the time he took a shit on the roof of his middle school.
Fuck.
I don't think we've read that one, but they sent in their email, so you don't have to sift through them. Spoiler alert here. The macrame hanger was handmade by a friend of mine. She does some craft fairs, but recently mom life hasn't given her a lot of free time. I have 2 pieces of hers for my own home, and when I saw she still had this carrot one available, I had to snatch it up. Mike is a UPS driver, and
doing the good Lord's work.
Really, honestly.
That's got to be a shitty, like any sort of mail delivery service got to be a shitty job.
And has included a building block brown truck for you to make. We are a cab in this household, but we back the brown.
braver than the troops.
I do fear maybe we shouldn't back the brown. We should still back the USPS more than the brown.
Yeah,
given the private companies, interests. But I still salute you. You are
fair.
I do back the brown.
You are doing the Lord's work.
Yes.
Unfortunately, we just live in a system,
Anywho, we both love Pokemon as any sane millennial would, so we included a Galarian Ponyta.
Nailed it.
As well, and a wild Zubat appears. Mike also wanted to include some funky cards for you to... funky candy for you to all eat. When I read that as cards and then eat, I'm like, what the fuck? I just misread. He found these mac and cheese gummies. I will not be eating them. The box says it's fruit flavored, so good luck with that. I cannot verify. The last items are a NASA notebook for Erica. Ooh! Love you, Queen. Thank you. And in the little sandwich baggies are 10 commemorative Space Shuttle Atlantis coins for my family's collection. I'm born and raised in Florida's Space Coast. Because of Erica's fascination with space, it felt fitting to send you guys some authentic goodies. My dad worked for the space program for 36 years.
What 36? Fuck?
He was also there to watch the Atlantis make the first shuttle launch after the 1988 Challenger.
That was my first
accident.
question. Did that overlap with the Challenger explosion?
We grew up with him bringing home mementos from every launch, stickers, patches, coins, etc. I was lucky enough to go to the very last Bring Your Kid to Work Day in 2004 before they shut that program down. I've watched countless launches from my parents' front yard, and my first job was working at the KSC Visitor Complex, where I met and worked alongside astronauts. I've worked literally under the Space Shuttle Atlantis in the Atlantis building on site, and yet I forget the magnitude of what my community does. Listening to you talk about it really puts it into perspective for me. I even ended up working in the aerospace field myself by happenstance. I even earned my first commemorative swag with the Artemis program. My dad passed right before Thanksgiving in 2023.
Sorry to hear that.
And when going through his things, we found the bag of Atlantis coins he kept, so we still have plenty.
Oh my God. Oh,
yeah.
I thought you were saying you sent us the only ones.
Hey, no pressure. Never get rid of those because those are my father's only keepsakes.
You all helped Mike and I through our grief as a source of humor. Thank you for that. There are plenty of coins, so y'all, including Aurora Obvi, can have one. And if more Judgies babies come into the world, you can pass them down. Hugs and pisses, Shitlord and Lady Mike and Caitlin. Milo and Daphne, too. I'm assuming those are pets. Piss, shits, tits, don't forget to tell you, bitch.
Wonderful. Thank you, Milo.
All right,
Not Milo.
See
Thank
what
you.
we got here.
Mike and Ike. What's their name?
Mike and Caitlin?
It's a Galarian Ponyta. I don't know if you know this, but Ponyta is my favorite Pokemon. So this is
I
actually
also was
sick.
like, what a insane pick.
Not Galarian
These
Ponyta,
look
but still sick.
Awful. Those look so terrible.
Oh, God.
That's the mac and cheese gummies. It looks like a Kraft box of cheese and mac.
Oh.
UPS
truck.
toy. Very cool. Honestly, Aurora's brother works for UPS or FedEx. I can't remember. Maybe he would like that.
I need space.
I need my space.
I need my space.
Like the
Hey, I need
social
my
media.
space back too.
That's very cool. I like it. I like it.
So much stuff. So much stuff.
Oh, look at this. Oh, look at this.
Oh, that's intricate.
Hold on, let me get it.
That's very pretty.
Hold on, let me get it. This is gorgeous.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Hold on.
That's crazy that wasn't made for our podcast
Yeah.
specifically.
Well,
like
it's probably Easter,
Gorgeous.
or like it's probably like Easter, spring
That makes sense.
decorations.
Still. It's really, really sick. We'll
That's
have to
really
find a
cool.
room for that.
And a wild
Little
Zubat.
wild zoo. Little Thank you very much, Mike and Ike. Very, very wonderful. I hope it's okay if I call you Ike because I did forget your name. Is Catherine?
Caitlin?
Caitlin, I was close.
And here are the coins.
Ooh. Oh my God.
Those are really cool.
Sound fake. Bite it, see if it's real.
I'm not going to bite it.
Coward.
What if she poisoned it?
NASA would do that.
She would probably poison the coins rather than the gummies that she gave us.
Right. Because, naturally you'd put the coins in your mouth before the gummies.
But you know I'm not going to eat anything mac and cheese flavored, so she knew.
I don't think it could possibly be mac and cheese flavored, but it's so...
It's unsettling.
Yeah, the look of it is so off-putting that I can't even muster the will to eat.
I had some moldy... what was it called? It was like a dessert we made before we left.
And you ate it when you got back?
It tasted very off-putting.
I see now. That
It was a joke. It wasn't actually moldy. It was actually still good. And then Aurora threw it away because she got weirded out by it.
Probably from the joke that you made.
Didn't make that joke. These are very good. Not mac and cheese flavored.
What
it's
flavor?
some sort of citrus.
Okay.
I'm very suspicious.
They're very good.
Yeah, no, it's good.
How's the texture?
Perfect gummy
It's
texture.
pretty good. It's probably close to pineapple almost.
Yeah, I could,
Maybe mango. I don't know.
That smells like my rum drinks from Punta Cana.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I can
once
handle
Christian
it.
said pineapple, it gave me a little bit of flashback.
Pretty good.
Hey.
Let me tell you, a lot better than if they were mac and cheese flavored. But we don't just open up mail on this podcast. We also podcast on this podcast. And what that entails is us going online and finding silly little stories. And sometimes the beautiful, the magnificent.
The one and only.
The one and only. Christian Roger Kleckner does that.
Guys, I'm so thankful for you guys giving me this platform to do the Lord's work. Again, that's Donald Joseph
No.
Robinette Trump.
Yeah.
No, none of the above.
Joe
actually.
Hayden wrote John Robinette.
First story of the night and of the new season coming to us from r/hygiene.
Whoop.
Whoop. Is it a whoop? I can't remember.
Gotta be.
I've been
don't-
saving a couple of them because they've kind of been good.
Yeah.
I don't think I've heard that
No.
subreddit before.
I hope it's a whoop.
This is one of two things. It's either about like people being clean, or it's like stories about people running into like the dad from Bob's Burgers, the mom from Bob's Burgers,
Linda?
Linda Belcher?
the dad,
The
Bob?
son?
the son,
Hygiene.
the son from Bob's Burgers. Well, Bob is the dad. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Hey, we'll give you the pass because this is your flu game.
Yeah, I really.
We need to act a little more like a flu game.
I would rather go 0 for 36 than 0 for 9 because that means I lost confidence and stopped shooting.
Honestly, yes, I agree with you entirely. r/hygiene. Husband won't wipe his butt.
No.
Hey, everyone.
Hello.
I, 25 female, and my hubby, 31 male, have been together for 4 years now.
Hang on, 39.
21 and they would have been 21 and 27. So it's still
Okay.
Like 6 years.
Who's older?
the husband.
He's 20. He's in his 30s and doesn't wipe his ass.
That's an issue.
We have a great relationship with very little issues, actually.
Well, this is a big one. So
My main issue is he does not clean his anus properly. What I mean by this is when he showers, he just doesn't clean it at all. He avoids the area and just washes his butt cheeks. The soap will run down. It's fine, guys. Don't worry about it. He is a very heavy sweater throughout the day, so the stench from his anus can get very strong very quick.
Also, there's shit.
Yeah.
okay, here's my question. Is he wiping after poop? Because if he's just like not washing his ass, like we've been there, done that, had that conversation on the pod.
Yeah.
Not in real life, but on the pod.
Yeah.
But like if he's not wiping his ass at all,
I don't know if they ever stay. We'll have to see. I saved this 2 weeks ago. He's that very heavy sweater. The stench from his anus can get very strong very quick. I found a brown streak on his bath towel just the other day.
oh,
He also has
jeez.
brown marks in his underwear.
Yeah.
And it says splash pants. I don't know how you get brown
No.
marks all the way into your pants. That's insane, husband.
What are we doing?
What are we doing here?
If this is a non-free ball brown mark in pant situation,
That's
insane.
so concerning.
That's you shit your pants.
You wore through your underwear with your shit?
This is so bad.
Or maybe some days he wears a little G-string action.
How did you get to this point with this man?
Well, she was a child, effectively, when they started dating. She was wooed by the older man, and now she's stuck in a relationship with him. As power dynamics go in couples with age gaps.
Okay.
One issue he has is his smell is very poor, along with taste. He can only taste spicy things or very sweet things. Also, he can't smell stinky things.
Is he a smoker?
That's what I was just going to ask.
Maybe, but what it was like, the only thing I can't smell is the thing that fucking stink.
Cinnamon buns, yummy. Garbage, no.
He cannot smell his underarms when they stink, and I have to remind him to put on deodorant. I've talked to him about it a few times and nothing's changed. Sometimes he has to go and wash before I'll give him oral sex just because the smell is so bad.
I don't know how you're still in the mood after that.
Not a chance. There is not a chance you would be receiving any type of oral from me.
Hey, you're going to be really shocked after this next one. It was once so bad that I almost vomited when I went down on him. And I do have a very strong stomach. What do I do?
Divorce.
This is the only issue in our marriage currently.
I forgot they're married.
I don't give him oral as much because I am tired of asking him to wash properly, and it embarrasses him every time.
As it should. You should be embarrassed about that. That's disgusting.
He is someone with a high sex drive as well, so this is starting to put a strain on him. I love my husband. He means the world to me and more. I'm just not sure how to fix this. I also want to point out I'm a very hygienic person. I have braces. I brush my teeth multiple times a day. I have a bidet on our toilet, and I shower every day.
He has no excuse then. If you have a bidet and his ass still has crusty shit stains on it,
insane. I can't get over the fact.
You need to break up.
Well,
this man does not need to be with any other human being or animal or anything.
Animal, regardless of...
Correct.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to say like any other human being, and then people were like, oh, so we can have animals? No, obviously not. But I feel like I just needed to reiterate he deserves no one and nothing.
So, yeah, you just need to sit him down, have a grown-ass conversation with him and say, I'm sorry, we can't have sex unless you start cleaning your asshole.
Yeah.
And if this is truly the only issue in a relationship, which I fear it is not.
Yeah.
I have a very hard time that a man who doesn't wash his ass has like, emotional openness and readiness with a partner.
Correct.
Yeah.
Then you could salvage it. But I do fear this is just the stain that broke the camel's back. Really.
Ew.
One of the comments do ask, like, how did you get to this point? How has it been 4 years?
I've been asking
and
the
they
same
say,
thing.
I stay with him because I love him. I know how it sounds, and I would say that it's ridiculous. And to improve my self-respect, if I saw someone else saying this kind of thing. But it's just true. I couldn't imagine my life without him. And this issue didn't happen until 1.5 years into our relationship.
That's strange.
I was even hesitant on marrying him due to the issue, but
Insane.
I convinced myself that it'd be fixed eventually, and then decided to marry him.
In sickness and in health doesn't mean that he actively chooses to be in bad hygiene.
Correct. Also, if you think that, well, there's this issue now, but once we get married, it'll be fine. He'll fix it. Like, I'll fix him. No. That will never work out for you, ever.
Dude's 31 years old, man. Just wash your ass. It's actually great. It's actually great having a clean ass.
How old is she right now? Like 25? You have so much life ahead of you.
Been married for 4 years?
Yeah.
You have so much life ahead of you. Leave now. Forget this man ever happened. Find someone better.
Well, I guess they've been together for 4 years. I guess they don't say how long they've been married.
This is about 1.5 years or something. Yeah. This is crazy.
Terrible. I hated it.
Would you rather be stuck in the woods with a man who doesn't wipe his ass or the Charmin bear?
The Charmin bear. Are you kidding me? That bear's so nice. And has a clean butt.
Very clean butt.
The one famously doesn't. He's always rubbing his ass on the trees.
Well, I assumed we were talking about the mom Charmin bear.
I don't remember the plot to the Charmin bears.
What do you mean?
Like, I don't remember which one was the clean. Was the kid the bad one?
No, he uses too much.
As a Goldilocks situation?
Yeah.
Was it?
Huh.
I'm telling you, this is a real Berenstain Bears.
Boo.
Hey. Barren ass shit stain bears. Shit shoe stain shit.
I hated all of that.
No. It's a fever game, baby.
I don't have a fever.
I'm 0 for 38 right now.
I do not have a fever.
It's my congestion game.
I slept on my neck wrong or something, and it's been bothering me all day.
So I have to carry the entire podcast on my back.
You're doing a great job.
No worries, boys. Next story come to us from wait, I really hope that wasn't being facetious. I might crumble and fall apart right now.
I would never be facetious to you.
Only because he doesn't know what the word means.
Him or me?
I'll never tell.
I just heard on another podcast. I hope I'm using it right. r/relationship_advice. My husband wants permission to use an egg donor outside of our marriage because of my race. What should I do?
Divorce.
This is in before we're going to get the comments of, I'm pretty sure I already read the story. We read the story in reverse, where there was a woman who wanted to get a different sperm donor because her husband was non-white, short, and ugly.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
Hey.
So we have not read this story before.
Little background. I've known my husband since high school. We met abroad.
Okay.
When we both studied and worked and met for lunch years later and then started dating. We've been together for 5 years now and married for 2. We decided to move to our home where we're both from once I found out I was pregnant. I'm an international adoptee from South Asia. We are both citizens of Northern Europe. British. Maybe. My husband's white with blonde hair and blue eyes, and I have South Asian features.
Okay, so I am going to guess it's like, what's the country? It's like Sweden that has like a 99% white population, and they're like super racist about it.
Yeah.
Is it Sweden or is it more north? I always get those countries messed up.
Sweden and like Norway are
right next to each other. I always get them mixed up with Switzerland in there.
Sweden's the one where they're always like, the women are so hot. They're all like,
and they're just
7
blonde,
foot, and they're just blonde haired and
it's just like white supremacist shit.
Couldn't be. Our child was born 2 years ago. The twist. My husband told me on New Year's Eve that he doesn't feel a connection to our child at all. I asked him how and why, and he complained it was because of her appearance. That she has more dominant features from me, i.e. dark eyes and dark hair. I swear every single friend and family member from my side has said that our child looks exactly like my husband. She even has light brown hair. Not that it matters to me, but she just has brown eyes. He told me that he wants a family member that looks like him with blonde hair and blue eyes.
Insane.
I asked him if he was open to adoption because I am. And he said no, he wants to see his own features in the child. We went back and forth until he told me he just wants to use an egg donor to conceive a blonde hair, blue eye, and using his genes.
He is literally just saying, I am a eugenicist.
Yeah, this is crazy.
This is so wild. How do you not love your daughter? Yeah. It's your daughter.
Yeah.
Like, that's just as much you as it is your wife.
It's crazy. It's one of those things where it's like, how did you get this far? And like, you're like, now like, oh, I guess I've been racist the whole time.
I guess my wife's ugly to me too.
Yeah, it's like how far away until that?
How is she not supposed to take it that way?
Unless it's like a fetish thing at this point. You know what I mean? Like it's...
Yeah. Well, I mean, the stereotype of like white men and Asian women.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's as prevalent across the pond as it is in the United States.
My first reaction was,
what the fuck?
I told him that's really insulting, and how the hell can he say that about his own child?
Real quick, when you pushed that button earlier, I thought that you had actually done it, and it was in the midst of things, and I made a mental note to be like, you should cut that for the soundboard. But turns out
I already did.
Yeah, I already did.
What's really crazy is that sounds like Christian. It's just your burp slowed down by 10%.
I wish I could do that. I was trying to like, can I summon one up right now to make it happen? And I might throw up if I do. So
can you talk through your burps?
Probably. I don't know. I've not tried.
It's always silly. It's a silly, goofy thing. Do it. Hey, listeners, do it. If you're ever burping, hit them with the word. It's always funny. It's always silly, goofy.
Okay.
I'm just saying, one clown to another.
I do enjoy, and I don't want to be too mean.
Go ahead.
Continue.
No, I do want to hear it because
This
now
is a safe and open space.
I just enjoy that you gave like comedy tips that like a 12-year-old would have figured out.
That was too mean.
Like you're like, here's a fun bit I discovered when I was 9.
have you guys ever tried farting?
Olsen farts and knows it's funny, man.
Oh, he thinks it's hilarious. He also likes he'll fart and he'll like give you the look like, I know that was me. And he'll go, Dad.
It would kind of fucked up.
It's fucked up that you're raising a jokester.
It's
Yeah.
hilarious.
I told him that this is really insulting and how can he say that about his own child? And why didn't he think about this earlier before he married me and had kids with me? I just bluntly told him we've seen the eye charts in biology class in school. Usually brown eye is dominant. Why did he spew this all out now, a year and a half after the birth of our child? We've been going back and forth in arguments, and he always brings this topic in an argument and gives me an ultimatum of divorcing him or accepting him to proceed with the white egg donor.
This is crazy.
I've tried hashing this out in therapy with an open mind because I have genuine questions. How do you think our current child will feel about the truth?
Correct.
How do you think the new egg donor child would feel about the truth? Mm-hmm. What do you think others will say about this?
How do you think that your current child and your future egg donor child are going to have a relationship together?
Yeah. I've discovered that many of these opinions have been formed from comments from friends and family members that received our child as an immigrant.
Huh?
I must be like viewing our child as an
Like
immigrant.
perceived
No,
instead of received?
No, I'm hawing at the family members.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
My question is, what's wrong with that? What does it even matter?
Because she said that they live in the place where she's from.
Yeah.
Right? Like, so whatever country
Well,
they're...
she's adopted, so they moved.
Right, but that like that kid
She's
is
like, yeah, Swedish.
yeah, like that kid isn't even like a first generation or
Yeah.
like yeah, because you're a citizen.
Yeah, you have like no cultural connections really. Like you didn't grow up there. You've
Right.
been in this country your whole life. Yeah.
Like God, racism is fucking insane.
Yeah. He also said that he would like the egg donor child to have personality traits similar to him.
That's not
analytical, quiet, nature-loving, etc.
Are you serious?
I personally don't think you can dictate and impact other humans' personalities like that. Moreover, it's not a great reason to have a child.
Correct.
Well, there's really no great reason to have a child.
Other than you want one and you love it.
Fair. I've told both his parents, and they've tried to talk to him. He is very adamant that this child will be the answer to his negative feelings about our family. My opinion is it's very insulting. If he's got microaggressions he wants to discuss, why hasn't he come to me?
These are macroaggressions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would hope that the one person who accepts me as myself in my adoptive country would be my husband. But frankly, it doesn't feel like that's the case here. I feel like the conflict of being foreign is being passed on to my child now. And sadly, by the other person who should love and accept her the most. We are the parents. I personally have tried to be open to the thought, but just the principle of the reasons why he wants to go ahead with this are incredibly shallow, superficial, and racist. I'm at the point of considering filing for divorce.
Yeah.
It's going to go nowhere. So I'm curious to hear all of your perspectives.
Yeah, no. I remember earlier when you said that felt like fetish. Like you're good enough for him to fuck, but you're not good enough to procreate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a big problem.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. How deep into the weeds of this do we need to get here?
Hey,
Because I'll go on a freaking
we can go on a little
20-minute flu game rant about it.
We have at least 7 minutes.
The concept of like whiteness and like the whole like it never really went away white like that was a misspeak, Freudian slip. It never really went away, right? Of the idea of like that one drop rule is like as soon as people can have any form of way to perceive you as non-white, which is a completely culturally made up or a subjective thing, they see you differently. And for someone like you or your daughter, unfortunately, you're not going to be able to escape that. And his racist ass is never going to be able to not see that.
Yeah.
And his racist ass family is never going to be able to see that, which means it's not a loving and safe environment for you to be in.
Or
Yeah.
for your child to grow up in.
Right. Like, that's just not safe. And, like, especially, I mean, Asians, I can't speak to it in Europe, but Asians in America are often seen as, like, the model minority, which is obviously still a very problematic thing. But even it should go to show, like, if anybody that you know that is non-white and supports any sort of thinking like this, no, you will be the first ones to be kicked out of the in-group.
Yeah.
Because they're obsessed with the Aryan race, white, blue-eyed, blonde people.
Yeah.
That fucking, like, that's all they care about. It's like, yeah, they'll have, like, your tokens that are, like, invited to the club at first, and then eventually it will all turn on you. Like, here's someone who you thought loved you.
Yep.
And turns out, hey, guess what? You were just there to make a baby, and the baby didn't turn out right.
Yeah. I just don't. As someone that has a kid, it's like, I don't know how. I could immediately feel my brain chemistry change after having a kid. And it's like, I don't know how you are like, I don't know how you're so racist that you're like, I don't really love this one.
It's crazy. After 2 years, too.
Yeah.
2 fucking years, you coward. You hid behind your fucking racist ass shit for how many years of dating and marriage, and then 2 years of having a child.
Yeah, it's
and you're
crazy.
Like, by the way, I'm very racist.
Yeah.
Insane. Definitely need a divorce. There should be no other option.
Correct. Also, I would fight for sole custody and not have anything to do with him again, because that just doesn't seem like a safe environment for your child.
Yeah, it's very, very upsetting. Very, very sad. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Do we want to try to squeeze in one more quick one?
No.
Okay.
Let's see on the other side of this.
I'm going to do it anyways. From r/am I the asshole with an H at the end. My husband wants to install a CCTV around my apartment because of the scratches on my back that I can't explain.
Interesting.
I have very sensitive skin, especially in the summer when it's warm and my skin gets very itchy.
I hate this. Very controlling immediately.
Someone might be seeing a through line. My husband knows that this is because I wake up sometimes with scratches all over me. My husband got a promotion at work, and now he works 1 week a month from the Capitol. Wow, lobbyist. This morning, he came home a day early, and we took a shower together, and he noticed deep scratches on my back and asked me about it. Said, wow, that explains the blood in the bed.
Whoa.
I had to throw the bedding in the washer at 7 a.m. He was silently watching me, and then he asked me why I was washing bedding so early, and I had to explain again.
Because it had blood on it.
Then he asked, who did this to you? I told him it was probably me while I was sleeping, like usual. Yeah. But then he said that the scratches were too far in the middle of my back for my hands to reach. I told him that wasn't true, since he knew I am flexible and can reach my whole back with my hands.
It's that a statement like that is so immediately disprovable.
Yeah.
I know a lot of guys can't because we have broader shoulders. Yeah. But, like, yeah, people can reach the middle of their back, believe it or not.
I think this is pretty normal, but he's very muscular, so he can't reach more than his scapula.
There you go. I can't. I've been able to clasp my hands behind my back since I was, like, fucking 14.
So
well,
he
now
made
I have
me
to
show
try.
it to
I'm not
him.
sure if I can.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I can.
Yeah.
For sure.
I'm like...
Okay, we're all trying it.
I'm like,
hold on,
6
listeners.
inches
I gotta
away,
try
maybe?
it too.
Oh my god, flexible
tips.
little boy.
I got tips.
I'm nowhere close to that.
Yeah.
You're a muscly boy.
You probably have longer arms than me.
That is 100% true. That is factual. He made me show it to him. And then he traces back the scratches. Oh, he asked me to show it to him and trace back the scratches. I did it. I could touch the scratches, but he said that the scratches were too deep for it to be done with just my fingers that barely could touch it.
He's cheating on you.
I showed him my legs that are also very scratched during the summer because I scratched them while sleeping. He wasn't happy about this. I got very angry and told him that I didn't cheat on him, and if that's what he's insinuating. His ex cheated on him, and he has had trust issues since.
That's not a you problem.
Yeah, he needs to figure that out.
He also has ED, so we haven't had proper sex in probably 6 years. So he said that I had a good enough reason to be cheating on him.
So he's insecure about that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Get medicated.
Yeah.
For that. Go through therapy. Work on your shit.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, while this is happening, you're not dating anybody.
Yeah.
And then re-enter the dating scene.
Now he wants to install CCTV cameras in our house. His argument is if you're not doing anything wrong, then you shouldn't be worried.
Insane.
I told him this is a massive no, but he said that then... I told him this is a massive no, but then he said, well, what are you hiding?
Insane.
So am I the asshole?
No,
not at all.
First, check to make sure you don't have, like, The only time I scratched myself to where I was bleeding was when I had scabies. Make sure you don't have anything else like that.
Yeah.
If you're scratching yourself hard enough to bleed in your sleep, fix something.
I was laying in bed one night when I was pretty much living alone in college. And,
Pretty much. What the hell?
Well, Sydney was always at her boyfriend's house, so I was like by myself all the time. Anyway,
Test, you passed.
Anyway, I thought I had a zit on my back, and so I was like fucking with it, and I scratched it off. It was a mole,
Oh,
and it bled a lot,
yeah. Moles do
a
that.
lot. So, but I've had it checked, and they said it was fine and told me to stop scratching at it. So I don't scratch at it anymore. But
You do scratch
You
it a lot.
little-
You still almost, I don't know, a month would be like, is that like a pimple or
well,
something?
yeah, but now I have like a consistent person around to be like, is this a zit or a mole? Because I'm about to scratch it off, and I don't want to get skin cancer.
Fair enough.
Insane, by the way,
Hey,
that story.
I
Yeah,
just
that
had
was
to squeeze
nuts.
it in.
It was a good one.
Oh, we were going to read it either way.
You don't know that.
That's fair. That's actually very fair.
Hey, we'll catch you on the other side of this break. Bye.
Okay, bye.
You're sick as hell.
You're sick as fuck, dude.
And welcome back to this side of the pod.
Cheers.
No.
Fair. That's fair.
Guys, why do we always start the second half? I know we're 5 seasons in, but what the heck do we start the second half of the podcast off with normally?
I don't know. Maybe it's the Circle Jerdge. Circle Jerdge. Circle Jerdge. What the?
Jerdge, what the hell? It's the Circle Jerdge.
That's exactly right, Joshua. Erica, I can't believe you didn't know the answer. It's crazy. It's been 5 years.
I was honestly singing the Ooh, weekly bonus episode in my head. I was too distracted to answer, honestly.
Wrong segment.
Yeah.
This segment, Circle Jerdge, this is where we get all loosey-goosey with it. This is kind of where we don't wash our asses with it, huh?
That's true. This is a if this podcast were habits of a man in a relationship, this would be the non-washing our assholes part.
Thoughts, comments, concerns.
Lots.
Okay.
But we can move on.
We'll move past it. I'm bringing back a tried true classic.
Okay.
I got some bands. I got some band names. We're hired. Do you hire? What do you do for when we're a record label,
Sign.
which we are, signing bands? I got some bands we're freaking signing onto the Judgies Record Label.
Got it. Okay.
And maybe, possibly, this was only a half-baked Circle Jerdge because I switched phones. I switched to an iPhone. I hate it.
Poor. Wait, Rich.
Yeah, I hate it. I don't like it. But because of that, I lost my notes. I had to go back, charge my old phone to get back to my old Circle Jerdges.
Mm-hmm.
And now I have a couple band names, and I think I need you guys to help me come up with genres.
Okay.
Because this is kind of what we do differently at the Judgies record label.
Yeah.
And we kind of just, we come up with band names first, and then we find the bands that are willing to change their entire identity, honestly, to kind of fit.
Okay.
We produce industry plants, really.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it.
Erica is such a plant lover that we said, let's make some industry plants.
That's true.
I don't know what this one was supposed to be. I accidentally erased it halfway through.
Amazing
First one here. False start.
Oh my God.
Good
Okay.
band name.
Okay, I feel like it's going to be, can I take this one? This is a ska. This is a ska
Ooh,
group.
that's a really good.
I was going to go indie pop
Okay, explain.
because
Show
False
your
Start
work.
just feels more like an MGMT
Okay.
M83 vibe.
Okay.
I'm feeling something like when I hear false start, I think it's going to be very like stop and go. Like boop, boop, doop, boop, doop, boop, which
Okay.
in my brain is that ska like doot, 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 doot.
Okay.
Okay. That makes more sense.
Now, what was that second band name you said?
M83?
I think it's M83, like
Like the firework.
the explosive.
No, I do think it's MDMA.
Hey,
No.
only on the weekends, am I right?
No.
Yeah, we aren't right. I've never done
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Willing to try it someday. Hey, when I'm 70, give me that shit. I bet at 70, I bet we're gonna have some like
Crazy.
it's gonna be
drugs.
top notch, brother.
Okay.
When I hit retirement, we're just ripping them all, brother.
One dab of black tar will do ya. Really, is what they've always said. And
A
I
dab will do ya.
I've always said that as well.
You've been saying that.
All right. This one, I don't know how I feel about this one. This one, come hell or high water. It feels too
Ooh.
fucking corny a little bit.
Come hell or high water.
That feels more like an album title than a band
Okay.
name.
But I feel like it could be a band name that like people just call Chow.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Oh.
Like sort of like Panic at the Disco. It's like wordy, but people call it patted. Everybody calls Panic at the Disco patted. Right?
I do like the idea of just calling it Chow. That's really good. My heart's a little, I feel like it's a little folk punky maybe. No, folk.
I was thinking like Greta Van Fleet vibes.
Yeah. What's Noah Khan fall under? I would say it's something close to that.
Yeah, I'm feeling that sort of the stringsy, lower paced stuff.
Thrift store portraits.
Oh.
Thrift store portraits. Wow, that's
Thoughts on it?
I
Too
mean,
much?
unfortunately that's Midwest emo.
Yeah, it is. And that's not unfortunate if you ask me.
And
If
they're-
Christian had it his way, the whole label would be Pop Queens and Midwest Emo.
yeah,
Yes.
and their debut hit song from what was it?
Thrift store portraits.
would be called "I Tried to Take You to Goodwill, Now You Gave Me Bad Will."
Oh my God, Josh,
Yeah.
you get Midwest emo.
Yeah,
You get
Yeah.
it.
and it would all be offbeat and off pitch. It'd
It's-
sound great. Is the problem.
Yeah. Oh, the singer can't sing for shit, but the
It's
fact
the
he can't
charm.
sing
Yeah,
kind of makes it feel like anybody can sing along.
yeah.
You're not nervous about singing along.
I think it's about time that
And
I warned you.
I might.
And then their other hit
Cry
that
in
wasn't
front
as
of you.
big would be called "Looking for Salvation" (Army).
Yeah, I know we're saying this is your flu game. You're on top of it right now.
Thank you.
You're so
Thank
creative.
you. I don't know any other thrift stores, like chain wise.
Yeah, I don't. Plato's Closet.
That one could just be called Plato's Closet. Actually, that actually works. Plato's in the closet. (I'm Plato).
What's the one cave allegory? Is that Plato? Is that Plato's cave?
Something. Yeah,
Someone's cave?
it's someone's cave. Yeah.
I don't know that
Plato's closet allegory. The allegory of Plato's closet.
Allegory of the Cave by Plato. Yeah.
Hey, no worries. Just flexing my frickin'
one. Big brain.
my allegorical knowledge over here. I don't get the allegory if I'm being honest. Whatever. We won't get too deep into it. Scenic route.
It's just you only know what you're shown. It's about like how people can manipulate you.
Damn.
Yeah. Shadows on a cave wall. What did you say?
Scenic
I
route.
said scenic route.
Scenic route. That could be pop country,
Yeah.
Pop country.
like a little
Okay.
big town type.
I'm glad we've kind of been fucking with all these. This is
And their top hit would be "Long Way Home."
this
Yeah.
one.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one we might get hit with like a cease and desist from the Seussian Foundation. Billy Billings and his 50 fillings.
That's a Seuss title.
It's a
No.
character in a Dr. Seuss book.
What book?
Teeth.
The Teeth book.
The
I don't
tooth
know
book.
this at all.
Well, you don't want to be like Billy Billings. I hear he has 50 fillings.
That's more than teeth,
And
right?
yeah.
32.
He's got some of his teeth got double fillings.
Wow.
Triple fillings even.
That's crazy. Billy and his 50 fillings.
Billings.
Billy Billings and his 50 fillings.
Mm-hmm.
Feelings?
Fillings.
That's a sequel. What genre is this? R&B hip hop.
Wow.
See, I'm getting more like Dropkick Murphys vibe.
Oh, okay.
I'm thinking like
okay.
Irish punk.
Okay. I like that. I like that a lot.
And say Billy, what was it?
Billy Billings.
Say it, Billy Billings with his 50 fillings in an Irish accent.
Oh, I can't.
Hi, Shashai. Billy Billings and his 50 fillings. I can't do it. I'm sick.
no, that was
sick.
better than anything I could have.
Aurora also always yells at me because I do go high pitched when I do Irish.
Yeah. I would just need a quick minute to listen to that Irish Kids.
Think you could stop what I do?
I doubt it.
Yeah. Okay. Now
Okay.
I
Yeah.
can't.
Billy Billings and his 50 fill.
No, I can't do it. But that is a bop.
It is about. And then once again, this is only half cooked, but I do this one. I with my full heart, I believe using soft or slow before any noun is a perfect band name.
Okay.
Slow Sip.
Slow Ride. Sip's on a... Yes, it is. Never mind. Can be used as a noun.
I mean, I guess it's slow, soft before any word can be great.
Soft Thursday.
Soft Thursday is actually an insanely good one.
This is the problem. You're going to try to prove me wrong, and you're going to be like, oh, damn.
Soft or slow?
Yeah.
Slow Wall is pretty good. Soft Pod. Soft Cock.
Soft Soup.
Soft Soup. No, Soft Soup works, unfortunately. Slow Soup also works.
Yeah. This is they work. They really work with anything.
Slow Soup hit single, Meet Me at the Diner.
Yes. Okay. That's all I had. But hey, listeners, if you're starting a freaking music project and you need a band name, feel free to fucking pick any of these up.
Hit them up.
And then send us an email because I would love to hear what you guys sound like. And if you want to get picked up by the Judgies Record Label, it's real and definitely exists, let us know.
Do we fear that record and record are spelled the same but mean different things, but also they're kind of close?
Huh.
Yeah. Same with read and read.
Yeah. Oh my God, I just had such a weird thing.
He's writing down another Circle Jerdge idea.
I wrote the soft slow thing weeks ago, but Erica just sent me a message. We had a listener reach out to us like, hey, my friend started this band. They're Midwest emo. I think you should listen to them. Guess the band name, Sweet Bike.
Sweet Bike?
Yeah, soft and I guess I said soft and slow. Fuck. Any S word.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Well, I just found a new band like a month or two ago called Soft Play.
Yeah.
And it's a great name for a band.
I just found a band about 2 months ago called Slow Joy.
Yep.
Interesting.
There's a
they're
lot of
Midwest
Joy
emo.
bands going on right now. There's Current Joy,
Joy
Slow
Division.
Joy, Joy Division.
Yeah.
Joy, oi, oi. Inside joke.
I also just got a message about a Circle Jerdge idea that was basically like the plain white tees. And they were like, are they...
Wait, the Plain White Tees messaged you?
Yeah. And are they a V-neck plain white tee? Are they a V-neck or
Pocket?
a scoop neck, a pocket tee?
I think it really depends on kind of the album.
Is
I think
there-
they kind of changed the attitude of every album.
Or is there a band like a boy band where one of them's the V-neck guy, one of them's the pocket tee guy?
We said plain white tees was a crew neck or a V-neck. We both agreed it was a V-neck, but certain songs of theirs were crew necks.
Okay.
We then went on to discuss other bands and their classifications. Figured you guys would get a kick out of this and have some fun pulls. Anyway, love you.
Interesting.
And that was from Bridget.
Thanks, Bridget. Medler?
No.
Medler?
No.
It's unfortunate.
She's a Judgies fan, though.
Bridget Medler?
Yeah. I'm fucking with you. I don't know.
Holy shit.
Huge for us.
That'd be wild. Bridget, wanna come on the
Bridget,
show?
if you are listening to this, hit us up.
Please let us know. Hey, at the end of every Circle Jerdge, it's always followed up with, I thought I was gonna burp. It's stuck in me. It's followed up by that's like when someone says bless you and it makes you not have to sneeze. That was kind of a little bit of the opposite of it.
Okay.
What? I can't keep track.
We do a listener submitted sound, which comes before a listener submitted story.
You son of a bitch.
This is our listener submitted sound.
This listener submitted sound comes to us from Bakey.
Wakey, wakey. Exend.
You got Mike Shy?
I'm so glad you played this.
Pete. That was good. That was good. We got that clean. Pete.
That was from Chow, actually.
That's from Chow. What a fantastic listener submission.
I moved that to listener submitted sounds, and as I moved, I said, I hope Christian sees this one.
Yeah.
I love it.
This one comes to us from Bakey. Hi, Judgies.
Hello.
Bakey here.
Hello.
I was out recording farts with my friends Chetty and Ranchy.
insane names. Insane thing you were doing.
Are you guys Australian? You're Bakey Chetty Ranchy?
They didn't sound Australian.
Is this a potato chip that emailed
Oh my
us?
god. I was hanging out with my friends and we noticed that
That's so lame if they got their names off of like their favorite potato chip.
bacon cheddar ranch.
Or they're all just chicken.
Oh fuck. We noticed that our farts had a musical quality to them that they might be good for listener submitted sound. Love the pod. Yours Pooly Bakey.
Brilliant.
You really said, does my ass have a career in music? And no, it doesn't.
It was it kind of
might.
did.
It
He
might.
might have a career in music because I mean like
Like that ass?
to make a little song out of your fart was pretty fun.
Let me finish. Like that ass? It slaps.
Nice. Asses don't slap.
No, but the song did. And your
Okay.
asses get slapped.
You're right.
And the sounds that your asses make are going to get slapped onto
Yeah.
another song, I'm sure.
I think a
Slap
fart
at a
is
bass, man.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Slap at a bass.
Top of the morning.
Slap at a bass, man.
No.
I hate this.
Oh, I can't do a little Paul Rudd callback.
It's very funny. It was very funny.
It's Jamaican.
It's just making me crazy, dog.
I was just about to say that.
After the listener submitted sound, we always do listener submitted stories. If you want to send in either of those, do that at judgiespod@gmail.com.
Thanks.
Put it in the subject line what it is. That way it's easier for old Joshy Poo to sort it.
This listener submission comes to us from Please Don't Read My Name on the Pod. Hi, Judges and Aurora.
Hello.
Hello.
I have a habit of being friends with girls who end up dating and or are married to men who are just bum-ass dads.
So
Here's
women.
3 of my stories.
Did you say 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a tale of 3 stories. 3 bum-ass dads. First,
Dads.
Great band name.
3 bum-ass dads.
Just bum ass dad.
Bum-ass dad's pretty good.
That'd be good for like a femme group.
I just listened to a band called Harrison Gordon, and they have a song called Rad Dad Reconciliation, which is kind of it's a good band. That's a good Midwest emo title.
Is that a play on Red Dead Redemption?
No, I have no idea. I mean, it's just sometimes a rad dad has to go back later in life and reconcile with his kids for being too rad of a dad and being a bad dad in the moment.
Interesting. Rad dad mean bad dad.
It's hard to toe the line between rad dad and bad dad.
Yeah.
You know?
No.
Should there be
It's kind of how it's hard to toe a line between like, hey, I'm just a guy that likes to party on the weekends versus, hey, I'm just a guy that's an alcoholic.
Gotcha. You don't want to be the coolest parent. You want to be a cool parent.
Yeah.
You don't want to
Josh
be
gets
too
it.
cool of a parent. You don't want to be
Yeah.
the funnest uncle.
Yeah.
You want to be the like appropriately moderate amount of fun uncle.
A
Okay.
respectable amount of fun.
You don't want to
uncle.
be a bad influence.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
you don't want to be a freaking stick in the
Yeah.
mud.
You
Can
got to
I say
understand that children are going to live life, but you also doesn't mean like, hey, you're giving them free
get
reign.
it. We get it, bud.
Okay.
I just feel like she just shook her head no, like she didn't get it.
I have a bad dad. Not a rad dad, but you're a rad
But
dad.
some would say that your
so-
dad's pretty rad.
Oh.
That's what I mean. The bad kind of people would say your dad is rad.
I don't think I've ever met anybody that's thought my dad was cool.
No,
So-
not
Yep.
cool.
Yeah.
Rad.
There's a distinction there. We won't get into it. First story, my friend Lola. We've been friends for...
I do need to cut you off.
Okay.
Too much rads leads to a fallout. That's that was very important.
That was really
Thank you.
I did enjoy it.
I am not going to cut you off anymore.
That's all right.
He probably will.
We
I
will.
won't though.
What the hell? We've been friends for a few
Wait,
years.
so you can cut him off, but I can't?
We met working at a fast food restaurant and continued hanging out after we both left. She was about 21 when she started dating Kyle. Kyle was 27. This is the couple from the first story.
Crazy.
Already a red flag.
the
Kyle's
age
27
gap or his name?
The name.
and he was going through a divorce.
Do we know the age?
Yeah, he just said it was
27 and
27.
what?
21.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Lola was
okay.
21. He's going through a divorce. I put that in quotes because the entire 3 years they were together, they never made the divorce official. He and his ex-wife just never signed divorce papers, but weren't together. Kyle had a 3-year-old daughter, Kate, and Kyle would see Kate on the weekends. My friend Lola grew to love Kate. Kyle, Kate, and Lola would hang out, go do kid-friendly activities, and in general have great weekends together. But one day, out of the blue, Kate's mom, Kyle's not quite officially divorced ex-wife, decided to not take Kate to Kyle's place for the weekend with her. Kyle called and called, but Kate's mom blocked him. Kyle called Kate's family, and no one answered. He was blocked on all social media, and Lola was also blocked on all social media. This happened approximately 1 year into the 3-year relationship between Lola and Kyle.
Okay.
For the next 2 years, Lola would tell me how Kyle gave up. He didn't have money for lawyers, but he also wasn't trying to get a second job or any way to get more money. Eventually, Kyle moved into a 2-bedroom apartment that Lola paid for entirely by herself. Lola wanted Kyle to save money for lawyers to get Kate back. We will never know how much money he has saved because he ended up cheating on Lola and moving in with the girl that he cheated with.
Insane.
I hated it. I hated this man so much even before he cheated. He truly wasn't even trying to get his daughter back. Lola had to basically force him to try. Even then, I'm not sure he did try or even save money for a lawyer. On to the next friend.
That was bad.
Yeah, bad dad.
Bad dad.
Yeah, it makes you wonder. Maybe there was a reason.
Yeah,
that
that's how I feel.
The mom didn't want to. He's petered into the rad dad too far.
Yeah. Next friend, Casey. Casey and I have been friends since 2006. At 18, she met, briefly dated, and then got pregnant by her now husband, who was at the time 30. Yikes.
How old was she?
18. We can go ahead and say it. We'll get the first one of the season.
Age gap.
Insane.
It's her life, whatever. Supposedly they're happy now, 29 and 40. They're married with 3 kids. I love them, but her husband, Charles,
Oh my God.
I could live without. He's picking great bad names, right?
Goes by Charles.
Yeah.
It's better than Chuck.
I mean, Chuck could be. I feel like Chuck's 50-50 on whether or not he sucks.
Yeah.
The only Chuck I have met has been a piece of shit. Actually, piece of shit dad.
I only know one Chuck.
I only know one Chuck, and he's chill ass dude, kind of.
Are we thinking of the same Chuck?
Probably.
Are you talking about Chucky?
No.
No.
Okay.
Which I don't even know why he goes by Chucky. That's not even his name. Isn't even Charles or Chucky.
Prince Charles. Bad person. Prince Chuck. Hey, seems like good hang.
No.
Her husband
Woodchuck?
Charles. Okay, I could hang out with
Woodchuck?
Yeah.
I could Chuck
If he
Chuck.
could.
Her husband Charles, I could live without. Now he is a bum ass dad. Or sorry. Now how is he a bum ass dad? You ask?
I did ask that.
Oh well.
Been
He has
saying that.
2 daughters born previously by 2 different women. These 2 daughters he signed away his rights to. His oldest daughter is probably almost graduated from high school. I lost track as she was mentioned the least.
So he would have been, 23. It's still, pretty young. But that's
Yeah.
crazy.
I lost track because she was barely mentioned. The second baby mom was jealous as fuck and told him to sign away his rights to his eldest daughter. And Charles did. Well, the second baby mom and Charles broke up. Then he got with my friend, Casey, and they've been together since. In the beginning of the relationship, I knew he still had rights to the second daughter, but he never saw her. Around 2019-ish, Charles's second baby mama filed a petition for child support. I believe his exact words were, "Oh, hell nah. If I have to pay child support, I better see her on weekends."
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, basically he didn't care before he had to pay, but he didn't want to pay something if he got nothing from it.
Okay.
But if you sign your rights away, then they don't have the right to ask for child support.
He didn't do that on the
That was
second.
the first child.
Oh,
He
got
didn't
it,
do
got
it
it, got
yet
it,
on
got
the
it.
The
got it.
second baby mama was jealous and made him sign away his first child.
Got it.
Blah blah blah. Let me find where we had. The visits didn't last long. I'll admit the second baby mama was pretty crazy. She didn't want my friend Casey being the one to pick up her daughter.
That's
And she
fair.
called the police and told them that there was nothing in court orders that said only Charles. She ended up calling the police on Casey. She then was told that there's nothing in the court orders that says only Charles can pick up their daughter.
No, it's understandable that you wouldn't want to give your child to
Yeah.
not
a stranger,
the father.
basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do see how that can cause
That does not
concern.
make someone crazy.
Then the second baby mama knew that Charles and Casey smoked weed. Second baby mama threatened to call CPS on them. And here's where Charles became more of a bum to me. Instead of taking weed out of the house, he just signed over his rights to the second daughter.
Insane.
No.
He has never seen either of his first two daughters since. When he mentions his kids, he says he has 3, all born from my friend Casey, and he never mentions his original 2 kids. Bum dad status.
So he's got 5 kids.
yes.
Mm-hmm. The first 2 don't exist to him.
Wow.
That's
Third
nuts.
bum dad.
I mean, I guess there are probably states that would happen.
Yeah.
Illinois might be one of them. CPS getting called for weed is crazy.
Yeah, I feel like they usually have so many other like bigger issues that I feel like it probably. I mean, I guess I don't know how it works. Maybe they will
Yeah.
do something about it, but it's like I feel like there's a lot worse people out there. You would hope they're prioritizing worse cases.
Yeah.
I guess we don't know all the details, you know. But anyways, third bum dad comes to us from my friend Natalie, who started dating this guy Bruce when she was 27.
Okay.
I mentioned
How
age-
old was he? Because this might be actually a good age gap here.
I mentioned ages in this so you can get an idea of the frontal lobe development of my friends at the time. Sadly, Natalie doesn't get the underdeveloped frontal lobe excuse on this one. Bruce was 28 when they met,
Okay.
and now
hey.
31.
Hey.
Okay, that's fine.
We love 27 and 28-year-old dating.
He has a son who is 13. I don't know much about this kid,
Sucks.
and Natalie has recently told me that Bruce's baby mama doesn't let him see his son.
How are all... Yeah, you nailed it, listener, by saying that they're all dating. Like, how do they each find a different guy who, like, doesn't see their kid?
Yeah.
How are you going to be with somebody that isn't allowed to see their child?
Yeah.
Like, clearly again, there absolutely are terrible women, terrible mothers out there that do terrible shit on purpose to hurt somebody, their ex-partner, whatever. I understand that. However, most of the time, a woman saying, you are not allowed to see our child, there's a fucking reason.
Yeah, it's a bad thing.
That is bad news.
Especially, like, in the scenarios as well with, like, signing away the rights, not getting child support payments. Like, they're saying, I would rather you not have any contact than receive, like, compensation to help
Yep.
raise the child.
Bruce has a 13-year-old son. I don't know much about him. I don't know much about the kid. Natalie has recently told me that Bruce has a baby mama that doesn't let him see his son. I asked Natalie why Bruce doesn't fight it, and she says he doesn't have the money.
I mean,
But-
this is a real
Yeah.
issue.
For sure.
It's a very real issue with the courts being not very pro-dad in these
Yeah.
situations. And it's
Absolutely. Especially when
so
there's
much money.
especially when there's a dad that is truly a loving dad and does want to see and be with their child that can't because of that reason.
Yeah.
And that I sympathize with that.
Absolutely fucked up.
However,
But that doesn't sound like the case here.
Bruce does have money for weed,
video games,
mushrooms, his Hot Wheel collection, and etc.
There
I mean,
it is.
how expensive is the Hot Wheels collection? Is it lawyer money? Let a man have a few frickin' matchboxes.
I'm sorry, but if I couldn't see my children, I would work however many jobs it takes to pay for a lawyer.
Correct.
I'd go into debt. Let me see my damn child.
Yes.
And not seeing my child, I'd have all the time in the world to work extra to save money.
Yes.
Anyways, those are my friends who date and married bum-ass dads. Sorry it was kind of long, but I hope you have fun judging these dads. My
Yeah.
friends and maybe even me for being judgmental. Love, redacted.
I think you were overall fine, listener.
Yeah.
It's giving me flashbacks to my own bum ass dad.
PTSD.
Sorry. Should I not have read this one?
PTSD. Pa TSD.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Is it on?
TSD.
PTS dad.
That's better.
Parent CSD.
No.
Sucks.
Yeah, it
Sorry
sucks
to
to
hear
hear.
Or good for you. I wasn't listening.
Fair enough. A few more stories here.
Few more.
At least one.
Okay.
This one coming to us from r/relationship_advice.
Yes.
I, 35 female, started my tattoo sleeve, and my husband, 34 male, is mad because another man marked me.
Oh, come on.
Did I do something wrong here?
No, you didn't do anything wrong. Fucking leave him.
Have we seen the TikTok trend of the probably kind of problematic? Like I had my, I think it's a Taylor. I don't quote me. I think it's a Taylor Swift thing in her newest album, where they have their guy partner write the word "mine," and then they get it tattooed on their thigh.
Oh.
And I think there's a lyric that says like, I have the word "mine" tattooed on my thigh, and it's like, marriage isn't ownership.
No.
A relationship in general isn't ownership. And it's like a TikTok trend of people doing it. I think I sent you one today.
Yeah.
And it was like if Christian did it, where it's like incredibly horrible handwriting, like shitty ass bubble letters. But that just reminds me of this, where it's like,
What?
Thoughts on my handwriting?
Your handwriting is dog shit.
No, you're supposed to say good. We have a face. We have to say face.
I'm not getting your handwriting tattooed on my body. It's terrible.
what if it said, please, 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 please.
You know what?
It would kind of look like the joke, like the Jared Leto Joker tattoo, where it says ha
Why
ha
so
ha.
serious?
ha.
Listen, we get like 50,000 Patreon subscribers.
Insane number.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay.
Unfortunately, not an impossible number.
The frontal lobe thing too. I just learned this. Like that 25 is when your frontal lobe stops developing or whatever.
Don't tell me it's made up.
No, it's not made up, but it's the classic like media misunderstanding science thing, where the study followed people from birth up until they were 18, and they realized their frontal lobe hadn't stopped developing, so they paid more money to follow them until they were 25, and then they ran out of money again. So at the end, it was the frontal lobe is still developing, but they never furthered the study because they
Too
ran
long
out of
to
money.
study.
Yeah. So theoretically, at 25, your frontal lobe is still developing,
God,
but
I
we
hope
just
mine
say it finishes developing at 25.
God, I hope mine
That's
is.
crazy.
Yeah.
I wonder then when does it stop?
Well,
is it
I
just
think-
constantly developing until you die?
I think that's the idea. Is because your frontal lobe is your like processing lobe of like social stuff. Don't
Yeah.
quote me, brainiacs, you fucking losers. But it's like it's a lot of your like emotional stuff, which is why when you have like trauma to your front lobe, people's personalities change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the one guy who got the fucking steel rod through his
Gauge.
that's his name. But yeah, so it's like theoretically that makes sense. That would never really fully stop developing.
Yeah.
Outside of trauma or failing health, like when you're really old. But I don't know. Obviously, there's no studies to figure that out because it's very expensive to do brain scans for subjects over decades.
Yeah.
Hey, if we get 50,000 Patreon subscribers, we'll fund the study.
Dude, if we get 50,000 Patreon subscribers, we're doing a double blind study on this bitch.
I did just see a TikTok of a girl who I think she said it was $2,000, but she got a full body MRI. Just like some company was like, yeah, here's full body MRI and here's every tiny anomaly in your body, what it could mean. Should you be worried about it? Have your doctor watch this, whatever. And she went through like every part of her scan and every like little result.
I don't think my insurance is going to cover that.
No, it's out of pocket.
If I paid $800 for a head CT, I don't think I'm getting a full body MRI.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Read the title again, bud.
Sorry.
No, you're
35
hey, this
females.
is a great tangent.
I, 35 female, started my tattoo sleeve, and my husband, 34 male, is mad because another man marked me.
I'm
What a
already
piece
pissed
of
again.
shit.
Did I do
Insane.
something wrong?
No, you didn't.
So just go.
Let me get into it. I recently started a traditional sleeve. It's going to be pieced together, and I found a really good male tattoo artist nearby. I don't know how many women in my area. I don't know many women in my area who do trad style. I really like his work, and he had availability and great prices, so I just went for it. The first one I got, my husband was fine with. I told him before I had reached out to the artist and showed him his IG, showed him the flowers I was getting, and after the appointment, I called him to let him know how it went, and he was cool. And he was cool. He's a powerlifter, so we talked about the gym a lot. It must be the tattoo
artist.
The artist had missed a spot and had let me know to come in so he would give me a good price on my next one. I sent him a couple of things and made an appointment for the next 2 tattoos, since my arm felt empty and incomplete with just one tattoo.
Where does the power lifter stuff come in?
That's I guess she was talking to the tattoo artist about it.
But like,
yeah.
What makes me think missed a spot meant like he was spotting someone and they fucked up. He's like, I got to give somebody a free tattoo. I broke someone's clavicle because they dropped 225 on him.
I don't really get it, because it's like after the appointment, I called him to let him know it went well and he was cool, and that he's a powerlifter. So we talked about the gym. The artist missed a spot, let me know to come in, and would give me a good price on my next tattoo.
I think she was trying to say that to like tell the
this is what we
boyfriend,
talked
like,
about.
we didn't talk about anything inappropriate.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
talked about powerlifting.
Which,
Which, if you feel like the need to defend yourself like that in a relationship,
Red flag.
Yeah.
huge red flag.
yeah.
When Aurora and I started dating, she would be texting people or Facebook messaging people because she's 85 at heart. And I would just like look at her and then look away, and she'd be like, "Oh, I'm messaging so and so," and I'd be like, "Okay." And then she kept doing it. It's because her ex would constantly be like, "Who are you messaging?" And like I'm just like, I don't give a shit who you message. Just fucking message people. Like, why the fuck do I care? And it took her.
I'm just nosy.
It took her. Well, she was saying it defensively and like felt like she needed to defend like who she was messaging.
Yeah.
I'm like, it took her a long while to break that, because it's like, I don't give a shit. Just don't cheat on me. Like, you're not going to tell me if you were cheating on me. So it's like,
my husband knew about these appointments. The day of yesterday, he was being very distant. I invited him to come with me, but he said no. So I left to get them done and came home. It's now been almost 24 hours and he's not spoken to me.
wow.
Today, he came to me and said that he's upset because I let another man mark me forever before he got to mark me.
What does that mean?
I don't know. He
Is
knew
your,
I wanted
is your
to
boyfriend a tattoo artist?
Yeah, right. He knew I wanted a sleeve. I've been showing him pictures of tattoos for months. He knows I've had issues with my body my whole life. He knew I never felt confident enough to be myself and to do things I wanted to do. And he was happy that I was finally trying to become the person I always wanted to be. My Insta is literally full of girls working out, traditional tattoos, and girls working out with tattoos. I wanted them for years, and I'm finally doing it. But now he's making me feel bad. Edit. He is not and has never been a tattoo artist.
There it is.
Yeah, so like, what was his plan?
What does it mean to mark? Does he want to pee on her? How are you marking? Give her a frickin' hickey? That'd be so frickin' badass.
Oh, giving someone a hickey and then getting it like tattooed would actually be really stupid.
Okay. I was like, don't make me defend this, Josh.
I was about to reach for my carrot.
You're my best friend. Don't make me defend you on this one.
I could see someone doing that though. That's so fucking funny.
Because I've seen like a partner like
The
bite
bites, yeah.
Oh.
and tattoo the
Well,
bite
no, that's
mark.
for
That was-
like identification purposes.
And weren't they dating Billy Billings with 50 fillings?
Yeah. It was a real fucked up bite mark.
He's got a fucked up mouth.
3 rows of teeth is very strange. What a bad person.
Yeah.
I
that's
liked your
true.
through line, bud. Can I say that?
Yeah. Hey,
All controlling men.
it was all bad guys.
Unfortunately, we can't oops all it.
It's not an oops all.
Okay.
This is probably going to be titled like Josh's fever game.
Okay. I don't have a fever. I do need to reiterate.
Put in
Yeah, but
parentheses
if I-
non-fever game.
If I had a fever, when also we can't clickbait. People get mad when we clickbait.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, if I had a fever, we would not be recording in person at the least.
I appreciate
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
I don't. I stand on business, so get me sick.
I think
We have a child.
He's got to build his immune system someday.
That's very
It's
true,
so
actually.
worrying when he's sick.
That
That
is.
is true.
Is it worrying when I'm sick?
Well, of course.
But,
Our sweet baby Josh.
not as much.
No,
More.
of course
Okay.
not.
We can make another Josh. We can't make another Olsen.
I mean, think of the content.
I'm like a cat in a fire.
If
You're
we
like, we
get-
can get another Josh.
If we get 50,000 Patreon subscribers, we're gonna make another Josh.
Holy shit. What I'm curious about this story is I feel like it's implied this is her first tattoo then.
Yeah.
To go from nothing to full sleeve is like, what he doesn't like is that you've gained confidence, is what it is.
Yeah,
Honestly,
for sure.
wow.
Because you're doing your personal transformations, you're gaining confidence, and a lot of men struggle when they have a confident partner. And that's where a lot of relationship struggles come from.
Oh my God.
Because
So
men
smart.
suck.
You should become a couples counselor.
I've been dabbling.
What a fucking career transition that'd be for Josh.
That would.
He's gonna become a couple counselor by day, chiropractor by night.
That's very
I'm
funny.
bad mouthing all the other couple counselors. That way they come to me.
It's called business acumen. Business acumen.
Sure. Anywho, we're gonna go record another episode of our weekly bonus episode.
Another hour, all ad free, always ad free, over on patreon.com/judgiespod, where you get a weekly bonus episode if you sign up for the $10 tier, monthly bonus episode for the $5 tier. That's here to dip your toes in. Bonus episodes, always a treat.
Always a treat.
And $1 if you want ad free access to our main feed episodes and Discord access.
And you're
Yeah.
gonna hop into that freaking Discord.
I think we might tell you about our little vacation that we just had.
That's right. We didn't just get back from a vacation. That's why we're all tan.
It
That's
was-
why I'm tan as hell.
You actually are pretty tan.
This
bud.
is I topped out my tan scale. This is as tan as I can get.
He'll go back to pink in a few days.
I got home and I was like, I don't know if it's the lighting or it's the one singular day of not being directly in the sun, but my tan's already about 30% gone.
Well, if you want to hear more about that, patreon.com/judgiespod. Where Erica, where else can they find us in the meantime?
On the internet, wherever you're at, we're probably there too. And our handle's at Judgies Pod, JDGIESPOD.
Thank you.
Thank you,
That's
listeners.
A little loud.
That's
It
still
was
pretty
a little
loud.
A little loud on the outro.
It's still pretty loud.
Hopefully fixed in post. If people complain about audio, first of all, one of our editors is deaf in one ear.
True.
So keep that in mind.
Hey, you guess which episodes I edit versus Josh edits.
Versus which ones I edit.
Kill you, bye. The judges love you.